Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome on in, Heart. Congratulations on being the very first one here. Why does this song go so hard? I don't know. But it do. The Witcher battle music really has a way of just being badass. So, like, that's probably why. But welcome on in. We're going to play some more Thronebreaker. I think we're going to wrap up Act 3, Chapter 3, Part 3, whatever you want to call it. Today, and probably get into the fourth act, chapter, or part, whatever you want to call it. But to recap, we're in Mahakam. We're parlaying with the dwarves, helping them out, trying to get help in return. A lot of decisions to be made in this particular chapter. A lot of things kind of we've decided, and I guess we're going to get a resolution on at the end of the chapter, so I'm looking forward to that. But yes, in 1 week's time, on the 8th, we'll be doing a little 3-year affiliate anniversary. Thank you for plugging that in the chat there, Heart. Tune in for some Lockdown Protocol, some Lego, some, I think, Trombone Champ for a little bit, some Game Duel, things of that nature. Fidget, welcome on in, and might I say, E to you. And a Scheming Batto, indeed. So yeah, tune in for that. There'll be some stuff going on, so we'd love to have you there. Also, at the end of the month, we're going to be playing the hell out of Monster Hunter Wilds, you already know, so if you're a Monster Hunter fan and you won't be playing the game yourself, come on over and watch me play and fuck around with my friends. Really looking forward to that game. So excited for it. So, stay tuned, E. Thank you for the E. But yeah, I'm super excited to get back into this, so we're gonna jump right on in. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend and had a wonderful week. And let's see what we get up to today. I know we gotta fight a giant pit of monsters, I think is what they said. So that's like still on the bingo card for Meave and her party. Oh, the Tomsaurus Rex is here. Hello. I hope you're good. Hello, Hope Good. Hello, Hope Good to you. This is where we left off, crossing this bridge. This was the next story beat, and I think I already see the monsters. Davor's Abyss. The mine they dug so deep, they dug in a monster house.
Near Davor's Abyss.
You'll ever dig so hard
were not hard to find.
you dig into a monster
Countless
house?
paw and claw tracks were impressed in the blood-stained snow. Among the boulders,
Claw
bones
and
picked
paw.
clean were strewn about. Gascon lifted one from the ground.
Empty inside.
He said,
Something sucked out the marrow.
Slurped out the goody juicy bits of the bone.
Meave soldiers feigned indifference to the grisly sight. They marched on, their step rhythm unwavering, a song on their lips.
We gotta sing. Sing to keep the demons at bay, you know?
Meave knew they merely sought to drown out their fear. A moment later, a commander's horn sounded, the signal to halt. The queen
Everyone
galloped
shut the
to
fuck
fore
up.
of the column and found herself at the edge of a vast, round hole in the ground. She could not see the bottom.
Oh.
Meave drew her reins tight to prevent her mount from taking even one step forward.
What is this? A crater? A desiccated lake?
A desiccated lake. Huh.
Gabor explained.
Treasures we picked and shoveled for here. Diamonds. Till we happened on the beasts, that is.
What now?
Orion's a dam. Holds back a lake. If we can break it, water will rush in, fill the abyss and the tunnels from which the beasts emerge. Just need to get around the mine first.
Want to
Who does
flood
the other side?
the mine. I mean, that's a solution.
Meave squinted and gazed into the distance.
That's a solution, all right.
There was the dam. And at its foot, a swarm of beasts roiled about. Her soldiers gazed at their queen expectantly, their arms at the ready.
Would that'd be
She
good,
knew
though?
well they would rush into battle, in spite.
It's not like they're using the mine.
Gabor!
Meave cried out over the whirling wind.
Have you bards here in Mahakam?
Course, your grace.
Then we shall give them good reason to compose this day. On the themes of courage, of heroism, of Lyria! G up!
And with that
G
cry,
up? What the
queen
f- what
stirred
the-
her
what does
mountain
G up
banner
mean?
And raising it high over her head, rushed headlong at the horrid swarm.
Oh, okay. Right into the thick of it, I see. Gain 7 charges on your old catapult without it being destroyed. Hint, keep your catapult well maintained on all sides. 7 charges. G up? Yeah. G up. Every turn, on turn start, if there are units adjacent to this one, gain 1 charge, then damage a random enemy by 5, and all their units on its row by 2. If this unit's charge count reaches 7, Meave wins the battle. Okay. I like a Wagenberg, we like that. This is pretty good too, we're gonna get rid of this. I'm hoping... Okay, fire, very good. Double fire, very good. Didn't get Ralia, but that's okay. Let's put you on the other side here. Okay, let's see. We're gonna put this down too.
I smell a leak.
There are units adjacent. This doesn't count as a unit, I'm realizing.
The chase is on!
So I think I have to do that. Oh. Oh, I don't like that at all. That's not good.
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
Oh, I'm aware, Reynard. Thank you.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Let's do this. Smack him right back. I'm sorry? What happened there? Why did he just disappear? I don't know that there's a card that does that. Oh, Death Wish. Okay. We're gonna kill this guy.
Should help. Our codex
Right out the gate. Do I also win the battle if I just win the battle, you know?
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
We'll do that. Hopefully the fire kills that guy. No, it does not. That's okay. Ow. Stop attacking Mr. 8. I guess he listened. We'll do that. I mean, I've set up things pretty well here. They don't have a lot of monsters to do shit with. Yeah, I have a very aggressive deck.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
I think I had to do that. What? I'm sorry, I was literally winning. What do you mean defeat? I have to get to 7 to win? What do you mean? They had no army left.
There's the waiter!
You mad? Don't shake that!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Very good.
Yeah, yeah!
Let's do that. Just to keep things moving.
Have it the white of an eye.
I'm gonna hold on to all the
Volley
charges
away.
because I have Reynard in my hand.
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
Oh, Reynard, I know. Yes, that's what I don't like.
For you, pal! Anything.
Yeah, we got the dog! Oh wait, no, let's not do that. Let's do this. One, two... Does it do 3 damage? Damage in by 4. We'll do that guy. You ain't got nothing on me, dog! Beautiful. That's the death wish. Fair enough.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Get all those boys on the back row, start lighting them on fire. There we go! Wonderful. Damage all by 3. Or do Reynard and move everybody around.
We must trust each other.
You got some health, you got some health, you got some health. Now you have less health.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
So he's at 5. Let's do this. Ooh, really decimate him. No, Reynard! Ouchies! What you're doing is just rude. Oh. Well. So I just win next round automatically. Look at the Scunners flounder. What does that even mean, Gabor?
And indeed, bards sang of this battle soon after. For no claws or fangs could break through the wall of shields the Lyrians raised that day.
Oh yeah.
No scales could protect the beasts from the Lyrians' stinging arrows and blades.
Fight! Do not relent! Let us show these beasts it is they who should fear us!
The queen shouted. In the end, the beasts turned to flee, yet Maeve's force cut off any chance of escape. A solid wall of men began to push the monsters ever closer to the edge of Davor's abyss. Pressed from all sides, the horrors began slipping over the precipice, screeching terribly as they fell.
Get wrecked. Blood. Oh.
Silence came at last. The queen stood at the edge of the precipice, breathing heavily, leaning on her sword. From the depths of the mine came muted growls and groans.
Let's flood the damn hole,
Hissed Gabor.
before any other shite crawls out of it.
A rush of icy water suddenly
Oh, we're just doing it.
and just as abruptly plunged into the mine, flooding the pit. And where once lay Davor's abyss, now lay Davor's pond. Maeve descended back into the pass, exhausted and covered in beastly blood,
Davor's
but also
pond.
exceedingly pleased. She was one step closer to dwarven support in the war against Nilfgaard. Once the Lyrians had put some distance between themselves and the now destroyed monster lair, Maeve ordered her men to pitch camp. Then she sent the quartermaster off for food and drink. The soldiers lit campfires, then set aside their weapons. Soon after, lively music and song could be heard throughout the camp.
Wonderful.
Your Majesty,
Reynard said from
A
behind
party.
Maeve's back.
a messenger from the Elder-in-Chief.
The queen turned to
From
see a dwarf
Brother
in a richly
Hugh.
adorned jerkin and a shako with golden seams. She stifled her laugh into a smile and lifted her chin proudly, expecting praise and a pledge of aid in the war against Nilfgaard.
My lady,
But
your daring deeds have come to the Elder's attention.
Said the dwarf in a measured voice.
He's positively irate and demands an explanation.
Irate? But why? I and my men, we've aided you greatly.
Elder Hugh awaits at the Long Bridge. You'd be wise not to keep him there any length of time.
And with that, all
Oh.
the queen's enthusiasm for a celebration was
He's angry.
gone. She waited until the fires expired and the songs died down, then gave the order to march.
Brother Hugh is mad. Probably because I flooded a big old mine. Maybe. It's hard to say. Anything over here? No? Fair enough. Worth a check. And nothing over here, because this is where I came from. Alright, well, moving on. I'll pick up the rest of the loot and then check out what that blood card does. What does blood do? Blood. Look at 5 cards from your deck and play 2. Discard the rest. It's a funky card art. Wait, can I upgrade anything? No, wait, shit. I meant to go into my workshop. Can. Well. I've upgraded a lot of stuff. So I might as well. Doesn't leave me with much, but... Oh, I do want this, thank you. Even though I'll never use it! But I want it. I agree the mine must be evacuated. Carry as much as possible of what you've excavated so far and raise a banner, so our scouts can spot ye in the snow. All of Boros Rump looks forward to your safe return. Tamor Fuchs. Waiting by a long bridge, eh? Welcome to the lands of Clan Vidmar. You share a tale, we share the air. Hoo hoo ha. Is that wood I can pick up? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna look anyway. It is not. I cannot scoop that loot. The ruins of White Forge.
Gazing towards the horizon, Neve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces. Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor,
Oh?
hovering over the wind.
Ruins?
Had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
Well, that's unfortunate. Except this guy.
Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone midst the ruins, and said someone was clearly in trouble. Neve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance,
From ghoulies?
the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Huh. Probably smells bad.
Marco Vidmar, they call me.
He said,
Oh.
patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own. But bold warriors like you ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
Sure.
I too have lost my home, estate,
Said the queen.
so I understand well what you feel. I shall help you recover your heirloom. Call it a whim.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber. As promised, beasts awaited them.
Monsties! Alright, fighting monsters. Shortened battle. Hi, Noodle, bad service. Oh no! What's up, Captain Crunch? How are we? Whenever a unit is played, it may be seized by this card. When a seized unit takes damage, move it back to its original position. I like the strays of Spala. Alright, Reynard it is. Not Reynard.
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
Mahakam, you're filled with monsters, let me tell you.
Watch your heads!
Got monsters everywhere. Oh. Interesting. Rude. Using my card against me. Now I don't think I can use it. Stole my card and its ability. You're not doing too hot, bud. Let me tell you.
Catch!
Now you're on fire. I'm just gonna do this, because... gotta do damage. I can give a charge back to Wagenburg, though, so I'm gonna play cards in that row.
Thing about slaves, they hide well.
That's really funny. I've just negated his whole Forgotten Treasure card by playing Pitfall. That's really good.
Looking to dance, mate?
Bye.
As ordered.
That's really good. What are you gonna do, buddy? You got no units on the field. Oh, you're gonna play a fiend. That's fun.
Prepare to fight, if you've any honor.
I win, dog. You got 0 points.
Let's get a move on before any others show up.
Let's do it.
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
Golden froth. Ooh.
Seems to me Brother Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition. The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
Interesting.
I can't stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, march in double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application. In triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
Huh?
I understand the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko. That's one.
Ooh.
Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie, and his coat. So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
I think the treasure's gonna have to go to Brother Hugh. Unfortunately.
I sympathize, Mirko,
Said Neve.
but I'm a crowned head. I must decline. National interest requires I show the greatest possible care for my relations with Elder-in-Chief Hugh. Yet in aiding you, I could sour those greatly. I shall return the treasure to him, I must. While you do what you will.
Mirko Vidmar swore under his breath, then jostled his way through the Lyrian infantry and into the mountains, towards human lands.
Alrighty. Now what was it golden froth? Boost all allies on a row by 4. That's pretty good. Can I recruit any cards? I can. I think I want to get... I have 1 Strays of Spala. That's a really good card. I'm tempted to get another Stray of Spala. I kind of want to do away with... What is it? The, Stray's Cavalry? Because they don't... They're nice, but they do 1 damage a turn. The decks have been pretty aggro, so they've been killing them. But I would definitely like another one of these. And then I think I have, what is it, Lyrian Cavalry? Which is, or if I remember, yes, that's a chunky card. Loyal, play a copy of this unit from your deck is good. So you'd have to have 2 of them to, like, really make it worth it. So we're gonna get 2, and I upped the cap, so, like, cards are pretty good now. Give 1 charge to the card on the right. Lyrian Hadjuk. Also would be pretty good to have. If I'm trying to get rid of the cavalry, I got 3 of those. I like the Grey Rider. It kind of makes Gascon really good. And it doubles with Wagenberg. It just keeps moving back and forth. Sapper, If anything, I think I'd replace them with more slingers. Because the combo with Reynard, I get them all back. So having units with orders does really well. Play the top unit from your deck. If it was the Blitz unit, repeat this ability. Regiment Drummer wouldn't be bad either. I have these Rivian pikemen that... I only have 1 of them. I could just... No, that's numbers. I think I'm gonna try out with this little change I made and we'll... No, I have all this money, though. Why not make some cards, you know? Fuck it, let's make a Hajunk. Let's get a drummer. The Pathfinder, I haven't used him, but... That's a good card. Honestly, I might throw that in there. Because if they have row effects, you know, that it hurted. Alright, we're at 193, and why not? Let's just add another... We'll add another cavalry in, because I have exactly 7. And that puts me at 200. We'll go from there. Let's see how that treats us.
Frozen, all. Only the banner moves, blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad. Perhaps even a whole saga.
Alrighty.
The Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky
There are a bunch
ridge.
of big bones over
To
here.
one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers.
Complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that.
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them. What? Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. On the one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discussion. He was interrupted by the Baba Ghazi that jumped down from the rocks.
A Barber Ghazi.
Neve soldiers made quick work of the low monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of their wagons.
Whoa there! Whoa, damn it!
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers' rifle. They landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcropping. A moment later, Baba Ghazis swarmed everywhere.
Well, we're gonna
Did you see how they fared?
kick ass.
Anyone left alive?
Asked Meve, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo.
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Baba Ghazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
We're gonna fight the monsters.
You only live once.
Meve
You
sighed.
only live YOLO, says
Gather some
Meve.
volunteers and let us move out.
Moments later, the Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Baba Ghazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
Remind me what a Barber Ghazi is. Oh. Big old buggy guy? Just a bug. It'll be fine. Oh, and we have Ralia right off the bat. And a cavalry boy? Easy money. Two Wagenbergs? Amazing.
Careful! No one tried to be a hero!
Every turn on turn starter, this unit is on the right, gain 1 charge, otherwise remove 1 charge. If this unit charge count reaches 5, Meve wins the battle. If it reaches 0, Meve loses the battle. This unit is not taking damage since its last turn. Move all units on the same row as fallen soldiers to the other row. What does that mean? Oh! That's what that means.
The chase is on!
Let's do damage then. Pardon? What did I miss? What did the cart, what did the cart do? If there's a unit on the right, gain 1 charge. Oh. I need a unit on the right. Okay. I see.
Careful! No one tried to be a hero!
Let's do this. Right.
Don't like this.
Let's do that.
Ah!
Just to make sure my guys don't move.
This could hurt.
Okay.
Ah, slippery up here, and it's a bloody long way down.
Yeah, yeah!
Okay. That was easy. Once I
Bereft
remembered to
of
keep a
sword
guard
and
on the right.
shield, Meve could not withstand a single blow. She thus danced atop the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Barbegazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own, to their eyes, ears, and gaping jaws.
Right in the kisser.
When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meve walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace,
Nice.
we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her goal.
Gascon interjected.
Thanks,
while securing
Gascon.
a rope to a chest. Soon enough, all were safely back on the path.
Hey, morale's up.
The admiration Meve saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
Just checking to see if there's any loot, but I guess we don't lose any loot. Oh, don't mind if I do. Alright, let's go up here then. For this leads to a dead end. Oh, some recruits. And a little puzzle, eh? What do we got? Destroy the Stonehearth's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor is reduced to 0 are destroyed every turn, draw a card. Okay. In 1 mana every turn on turn start, the total amount of mana crystals increases by 1. Let's see, no ability, Golden Drake. Mana cost 1 to draw a card. Order. Either damage the enemy hero by Golden Drake's power, or force Golden Drake and enemy to damage each other once by their own power. Alright, I have some weird cards. Draw a pirate from your deck. Surly Patron. Mana cost is 2. Mana cost 6, 4, 3. So I guess... damage the enemy hero by Parrot Field Marshal's power or force to damage. I guess we'll put...
Scurvy scatches!
Either damage the enemy hero by Great Sea Cabin Boys. Great Sea Cabin Boy. I love that. Okay, these are all... So unit takes damage and survives, spawn a base copy of it. Let's get that on the board. Oh, me boy! Huh. Oh, okay, I like the Surly Patrons. Those are good cards. Boost this unit by the amount of damage taken by the hero on our side of the battlefield. So it'll go up to a 5 cost. We're gonna wait on that for a bit. It's a good card.
Gods are blowing fair winds the
Oh?
day.
Roaches the pirate. Huh. Oh. That's not good. Two, three, four. I think I had one that was, is this? The unit's armor gets to 0, I think it dies. Well, that's rude. Okay. Need to save. I feel like I need to save this one. Let's get this down. I like the Surly Patrons. Those are fun cards. I'm gonna throw the 23 at the big man there. Deploy spawn 2 blast balls. Either damage the enemy. So what are blast balls? We're gonna find out.
Your wish, my duty.
Oh. It's a very large wisp! It's just a fucking whale! I won because I had a giant troll. Ooh, blizzard.
Welcome to me inn. We've many folk today. There's always room enough for more. Good to see you again.
So was I just fighting
Good to see you again.
rowdy inn patrons? That's really funny. What does Blizzard do? Spawn and play 2 random trinkets. And I think I saw a dragon down here.
Fresh snow today. Got a blow before too long. Bring a rush down. Oh, scalded up a shile ma's ass. Braving the snow in those meagre courts, are ye? Truly. Thought yourselves here for a spell afore moving on.
Oh, morale. I was already max morale, but it's nice. Okay, lots of little encounters. This is not a dragon, it's a vampire. Eliminate both the reckless and the shrewd vampires. Do not let any more of your soldiers get seized. Use your leader's ability. How many of my soldiers are seized? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor, then trigger all allies' loyal abilities. Every turn on turn start, seize the highest unit on the opposite row and move it to your allied range row in the rightmost position. There are already 4 units there. Move the leftmost allied unit to the opponent's side. Seize the highest unit. sees the lowest unit. This is gonna seize the highest unit. So, that what we were looking for there? Played well, played well. The Workers' Commission has determined that the nasty stench floating around Crag Pass gold mine is not in fact a fart, but is caused by methane fumes. As a result, please heed the following. Do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared. Do not come within 30 paces of the mine's entrance with a flame. Apologize to Volta for any inconvenience you've caused her. Oh. Can't believe someone has the potential to stink up a mine that bad. Now that's a Drake of sorts. And he's just munching on a dwarf. He's just having a little snack. I can't fault him for that. People get hungry. Permanent resilience. On round start, spawn a harpy egg on each side of this unit. After 4 turns, consume the lowest battle on the battlefield. Like that. I like that too. Is this a standard battle? I forget. Double Wagenberg. I think it is a standard battle.
This could hurt.
We're gonna do that just right off the bat.
Watch your heads.
Be on fire! Beautiful. Oh. Okay. Strays of Spala, let's light this row on fire. Beautiful. Oh no! Killed me boy! Well, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass for I'm winning, son. That's round 1, baby. We still have a Wagenberg, too. Look at this. And we got another fire. Amazing.
Catch!
That card. This Forktail card is not gonna last long. Goodbye, Forktail. Don't hit me, boy. That's rude.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I don't care about your little guy. Oh. Just gonna do that. Set that up for success. Kill him at the end of the round. And I'm gonna play Cavalry next because I'm gonna. Yo, you little shit! That was my boy! Because I'm gonna loyal immediately, so. One more! Oh, I get to pick where he goes to. That's amazing. That's awesome. Boost self by 3 for each transformed. That's a lot of boys. We're gonna zap you. And we got the dog. Well, I don't like that at all. Let's see.
A knight should help. Our codex commands it.
He had to go. Beautiful. Let's move these 3. These are the biggest boys, so we're gonna move them to the back row. Oh, and I get another cavalry. I forgot to put a third one in. That's amazing.
You sure about that?
Let's go for you. Damage you by the remainder. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to the Pathfinder on the off chance we start another round. I think it'll be useful. Come up with 16 points. Alright. Didn't matter. GG's. Oh. Lots of goodies. Alright, puzzle number 2. This looks like a fighting pit of sorts. Or a graveyard? I don't know. If you've opened the family tomb, it can only mean your father has passed and now rests in peace beside me. Please do not grieve, for this is the way of life. Always has been, always will be. You're the head of the family now. It won't be an easy undertaking, but fret not. I set aside a sizable sum for this very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your future be long and bright. Your mom, Bavarka. I don't know where that is, but I am going to find out.
Neve now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
Oh.
You knew it! You knew they'd smell vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Make the daily quota whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your necks, whore son!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman. Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead.
Damn.
The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meve realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
Oh shit. Ugh. He shouldn't be stoned to death.
Something had to be done quickly. Meve saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the
I don't know if
throng,
that's
then
justice.
stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meve could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle.
Oh.
Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Well, I didn't mean to fucking brawl with him. Damage self by 1 for every unit on this row. Death Wish, Meve loses the battle. Ray Rider won't really be helpful here.
Back off! No one needs to die! Oh, this'll end badly. Just like Uncle Rockford's birthday.
Yes, just like Uncle Rockford's birthday. What?
Mahakam!
Damage self by 1 for every other unit on this row. Okay.
Shite! This sign of stopping.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Well, if anyone's got any hooch left.
Ow.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Not really sure. I need another boy on the field, and then I can move them all back. With Meve's ability, actually.
Ah, they use tire my tongue about it. Interfere! Take your business!
I'm making it my business. Let's get Xavier. Wherever Xavier is. There he is.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Let's get a bomber.
Watch your heads!
We have Reynard in hand. So let's get another... Let's get a slinger. Just to have.
The white of an eye from half a league away.
And we'll play
God save
him.
the Queen! Now we must stick together.
Wonderful. We'll do this. Why not?
The shank.
We're doing pretty good. I think we'll be fine.
Company, forward march!
Let's grab another stray, why not?
Easier they are to target.
And another stray, just because.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
We'll end. He can only do 2 damage, so we're gonna do that.
Got a foot on my axe.
Damage to lowest enemy by 2, repeat until charges are depleted.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Double hollow!
Gotta play this. Gotta zap him real good.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Oh! I've never had my kneecaps broken, and I'd like to keep it that way if I'm being honest. We'll win. He won't die, so that was the goal.
Elven blarney.
I'm afraid that's everyone, Your Grace.
The Queen managed to save the Four Dwarf from being lynched, at a price. Many Lyrians emerged from the rumble heavily wounded. Losses among the mourners were much greater. The gravediggers dug the new graves with ease, as the previously frozen ground, warmed by the spilt blood, gave in easily to their shovels.
Oh my god.
When it was over, seeing what had happened, the Four Dwarf fell to his knees and hid his face in his hands.
They had it right. Those miners died because of me. Because of my cock-up. And now, they're kin.
Though the Dwarven elders thanked Meve for stepping in and preventing the Four Dwarves' lawless lynching, the Queen left the cemetery with
Yeah, that's
a bitter
not good.
taste in her mouth.
Yeah, that's not good. It does not feel good. Might as well do that. I use pitfall traps, so. What does Zeal do? An order ability can be used on the same turn it was placed on the battlefield. Interesting. Alright, that map. So I have this up here. Is this where the treasure is? I think that's where it is. The map I just found. That's where I'm gonna think it is. If it's not up there, then I'll look harder. Oh, barrel of goodies. Why, thank you.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam Range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their clothes. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Rain.
You're sweating in the blizzard?
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar.
Oh?
The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind a rock! Quick! Hurry!
Avalanche?
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground.
Oh.
All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin.
My shit!
Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam guard patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it was an avalanche.
Okay.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Go on.
Explain, in brief.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we'd blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week from now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Meve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Ovain ep Glenvog, the Nilfgaardian emissary. Think it were meant as revenge for attacking their caravan.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Ovain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such
Well,
scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
I'm down for that.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva? Meve, you're justly torqued, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with me a scrap to show for it.
Moments later, scouts reported Ovain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
Damn. I think I am gonna have to not vengeance my way through this.
I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear.
The Horsons.
What a mess. I'm so sorry. with all my heart. What a mess. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't do me much. The Nilfgaardians.
There, milady, whispered one of the scouts.
Left of the path.
Meve squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcropping. The smell of roasting meat wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard. The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meve's company without even drawing their weapons. Meve's gaze caught something else. A metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean.
Is it a Lyrian helmet?
Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the
Insult to
snowy grave of
injury.
one of the men.
The Horsons.
Meve hissed.
They'll pay for this.
Meve, asking you last time, keep a cool head.
Whispered Gabor.
You want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. If so much as a hair gets plucked from Owain's head, Bruver will never forgive you. And you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed.
I have to not.
Finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order?
Vengeance will come when I kick their ass and reclaim Lyria and Rivia. I can't do it now because I need Bruver's help.
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady, they...
I know what they did. And that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meve, placing a hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardians' hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Meve brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
There we go. There, exactly what I said.
Beleaguered steps.
Good shit.
Their path still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
All right. We'll kick their ass on the home front. That goes to... Yeah. We're gonna go up here.
While
What's
passing
all the
by
shouting?
Of Kolstock, Meve
Oh.
heard the sounds of battle.
There is shouting.
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbagazes. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meve, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Meve concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogs land. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen,
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
they're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wish to settle their idiot squabble once and for all.
Sure.
Meve knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end this Glicot feud, once and for all. Time to end this Glicot feud, once
I just gotta go up there.
When she and her force had traveled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meve drew her sword.
A monster. Oh, shorten battle. Okay, well, if it's just the W we're after, we can manage that. Good, good. Don't need 3. Alright, we'll deal with it. Oh, well, it's a good thing. I think I still have him. No, I don't! I got rid of him accidentally. So upsetting. Oh, let's light stuff on fire.
Watch your heads!
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
Catch!
Ow.
All right, that's no problem.
Play 2 trinkets. I mean, if these are the trinkets. A lot of damage happening there. Of
They gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
course, yeah, sure.
Ever up a storm, knock out one of your teeth?
Orange, hello. Howdy to you. 90% dinosaur. Now that's amazing.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Moon, howdy. Great to see you. Welcome on in.
Wait, you're serious?
My dude, attacking me like that is rude.
My pain serves a purpose.
Moon, 83% Whooper, that's pretty good. Let's put Ache down, just kill this griffin.
My breastplate, Chase.
Not his breastplate. Damage an enemy by the same amount, rude. We're gonna kill that guy. Bye. I'm gonna zap him. With a big stick. I win.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
Been trying to pull those cards from the Dialga Palkia set, and it's not going well with the Poké Pocket. I have not pulled a single new pack yet. I am still pulling from Mewtwo, because I'm trying to complete the A1 set before I move on, but I've just been using the Wonder Picks to get the new cards, little by little, so I have about a dozen new cards, but they're all from Wonder Picks. I'm missing 5 cards from the Mew. I think actually 4 now. I think I got one. I'm missing 4 cards from the Mewtwo pack. And I just want to be done with it, excluding the gold crowns. Because I don't have any of those. But I want to finish the Mewtwo pack and then move on. Like, I'm such a completionist, it's hindering me from actually getting more cards, because I'm getting just the same old crap. But I did get one! I did get one new card that I needed. I think it was a Gengar EX. Having to wait to get the gold ground. So go. Oh god, never. I've been saving up all my like pack points, so I have a lot, but don't think I'm gonna try to buy the gold crowns. I think I'm just gonna finish out a pack one by one is my current plan. Moon says, is this literally the Witcher trading card game? Yeah, pretty much. Like, Thronebreaker is an action RPG where combat is told through the Gwent card game, which is the card game from The Witcher. So that's pretty exactly what it is.
Illyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements.
But welcome on in.
While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif.
Yeah, I see people with the gold cards. I'm like, did you spend hundreds of dollars on this game?
The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory.
Ooh.
Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Oh, damn it all! I'd hoped you'd prove Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dahlbergs knocked down a peg or two. And, possibly, he'd have been more inclined to help you,
said the dwarf in frustration. Then, after a pause, he added,
although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen.
Actually, so did you, Gabor.
Recalibrate the results a wee bit?
'Tis most lowly and ignoble.
Ake cried out in protest.
A knight his honor would never stain with such a lie.
Ake chiming up now. We're gonna give the true measurements because I don't care about this mountain at all.
To lie would be simple, true,
said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over.
Oh.
Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountainside.
GG. Yeah, why lie? Doesn't make any difference. To me, anyway, I don't care. I don't care about this stinking mountain. I think this is where, yes, this is where that treasure was. That's where the treasure map led me. Yeah, I think there's like a 0.04 chance of getting the gold crowns in any pack, and it's just crazy.
As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dahlbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
Oh. They trust me, eh?
The dwarfs we need, every Hoogs are dunderheed. Dahlbergs are the...
I love that little chant. I think that's it for the... There's that which I can't get to because I decided not to kill all the Nilfgaardians because it'd be bad for me. So we're about to find out if there's anything left to do.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka. Oh,
Onion juice and vodka?
frozen solid, not just those in my beard. Like up my nose too. Once we're neath carbon, we'll find our way to the tavern. Set our arses down by the fire. Sip mugs of mulled wine. For frostbite, you'd...
For frostbite, if you get frostbite, just drink onion juice and vodka. Okay, guys?
She ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
Oh.
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
Oh man, do I joke with him? Fuck it.
You were saved the experience of his breath. So pungent, I thought I might faint.
Well, to revive you, pinch you awake, I'm sure would be quite a pleasure.
Gascon, are you flirting?
I beg your pardon?
Yes, thank you.
I shall have nightmares now.
Not tonight. For I fear you might not sleep at all. You see, there's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts, I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meve. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait,
What?
don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense.
Oh.
I wager my right arm, he's hiding something.
blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something.
This is coming on the heels of there's potential traitor in our midst kind of thing.
I shall have him summoned at once.
Yeah, this is
And I
gonna be
thank you,
bad.
Gascon. I won't forget this.
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Hoy. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Oh.
Right. So. 'Tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders. Supposed to
Okay.
make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
Yeah, dog, tell me.
It was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a boiling our heinies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want when they want, and the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Sigrin elders saw their chance and they...
Oh?
So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger, tried to stop them in fact.
My God.
You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was it to do exactly? The elders had decided. Nae a dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Bruver. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, nae exceptions. Maeve, Queen, I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
That's some nerve is,
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Interesting. The drama. There's one golden chest I don't have? Oh, no. Well, I gotta find that. Okay, let's go from the jump. Let's find a little map of the golden chests and just see what area I gotta be looking in. Let's pull. Oh, wow. Zoom in. Let's pull that up. We got one. Second one's here. We've got... Oh, there's one right here. Well, let's go look over there real quick. It is this spot. So up and around. I think there's... Not that the gold chests have any value to me, because I literally can't use the rewards you get from them, because they're all Gwent-based rewards, like the multiplayer game Gwent. But there's a trophy for getting them all. So I want them all, because I want the trophy. Beautiful. Oh, that's fun. That's fun to get. If I did play the card game, that would be pretty fun. Alright, let's go back here. Let's double check. It should have been the last of it. Eight of 8. Continue.
Broover stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Meve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant chat.
Probably.
Elder-in-Chief, sir.
No Sharon and Grayson here, lass. Plowing humans. Always out to fix things, always end up cocking them up. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Meve? Patroness of dwarves? Blast it. What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself, eh? Go on, tell me.
For you.
For I didn't want to. For something didn't fit, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I learned the truth of who done it.
Postponed it all those years expressly. Though your subjects were dying.
I didn't need no lectures from the likes of you. Justice must be served. That's worth any price. And I was close. Had leads.
Oh.
And now, it's all gone to hell. You flooded Devor's abyss. You brought Boros rump down on itself. And I'll never ken who killed the Fuchses. Understand? Never!
Oh. Oh. I don't know that I'm gonna turn in the Zigrins. Because it's just dwarf business that I don't need to get involved in.
My sincere apologies. I did not know.
Course you didn't. Humans. First they cock it up, then they ask how it works. I'm most eager to give that braid of yours a yank and kick you out beyond the gate. But I canna, for the clans are grateful to you. Fools. Fools. All fools.
Oh.
They forced me to give you an audience, official-like, with witnesses, all at the foot of Mount Carbon. Come on, then. Time to move on. But I'm going to wring you out so hard you'll wish you never left that Nilfgaardian dungeon.
Oh.
Broover set off at a brisk pace, cursing
Ouch.
under his breath. The Queen took a deep breath, counted to 5 in her head, and set off after him.
Grab an apple, hello! Gabber's excuse was that he'd punish his whole clan, but was the slaughter of another preferable? So Gabber's excuse for not telling, or Gabber's, it's not really excuse. His reason for not wanting Bruver to know is because he would, like, basically take it out on the whole Zigrin clan. Not an excuse for taking the clan out, which he says he was against.
Want to hunt monsters, eh? Oh, Elder's furious. Spits flying 10 feet. Let humans neath carbon. Didn't ken if that's wise. Oh, Elder's...
Yeah, that's what you meant, gotcha, yeah.
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Metallurgy, engineering,
See if the dwarves like me.
Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Neve learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended
It's a hell of a
over
bridge.
deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Amazing.
Whispered the Queen.
I feel as though we traversed the very sky.
The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when Neve heard a cry. It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Neve
Xavier?
drew the reins abruptly.
My boy!
The mare neighed and reared, lifting the Queen above her formation of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling. The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
That's not good.
Of this, God damn it!
Bruver roared.
Fetch the engineers! No!
The Queen was striving to calm her spooked mount when she sensed something swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear of the column. Before anyone could react, elven archers had felled the rear guard. The soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs.
Scoia'tael always be popping up.
Was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no choice but to stand and fight.
I guess we're brawling. Okay. Once again, Scoia'tael rearing their ugly heads. Battle will only last one round. Good to know. Oh, I have some dwarven boys. So what's the catch here? Whenever a unit is moved to the same row as Cliff, destroy it. Damage an enemy by 5 and its adjacent units by 2. Okay. So I want a lot of slingers who are just gonna knock the foes literally off the map.
You are mine.
Who are you?
We trapped you,
Sorry?
guys, but we can try and fight our way through.
Oh, we're gonna. Like... Ow.
Mahjong.
Bye.
For the Queen!
Got business for me?
I recognize the colors. They belong to Eldane.
Yeah, it's Scoia'tael. We know this. We know this to be true.
You mad? Don't shake that!
What does he do? Spawn 2 Mahaka Protectors and move an enemy from the melee to the ranged row. Interesting.
special prize. Just for you, love.
Ouchies. Let's do this.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Let's do this. Bye.
God save the Queen!
Having not every squad tells from Eldane's unit. That's true. Eldane's just one boy. But one lad.
Think you ballbags can do whatever the devils you please? This is Mahakam!
This is Sparta, I think is what he meant to say.
Let us sing the song of steel.
All right.
This will do 12 damage, so we'll hold off. Rude, but okay.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Bye.
None shall tread on us!
Oh, he just gets this every turn? Are you kidding me? That's busted.
All right, that's no problem.
Let's turn you into a bear. Big boy. Love it. Oh, an ambusher. Perfect.
Sod it all.
The power of that unit. Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh, goody. Well, we're gonna do this. I can't target that card, so we win. That was easy.
She must die!
You've got to get good first, is the thing.
Their strength combined, the Lyrians and dwarves managed to defeat the Scoia'tael. The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge, turning the crossing into a deadly trap. Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm. The Lyrians managed to capture the unit commander.
If you didn't have Xavier, I wonder what happened.
Raised high, and when Meve glared at her, she did not avert her eyes.
Oh, crow's eye.
What is your name, elf?
Abayeth met a Parstwan.
Thanks.
She said,
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she said.
Oh, something mean.
Kiss my ass. Is that truly the best you can muster?
I'd rather show you exactly what I can muster. Tell them to unbind me.
No, I'm good.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield.
That's true.
Will you not tell me what they call you? Fine. It's all the same to me. I'm more interested to know how you came to be here. Who sent you?
Yeah.
No one. It was my decision to kill you, and thus avenge Eldane. Do you remember him?
Yes.
The elf whom you denied a burial?
Yeah.
Left in an open field to rot?
I do.
You've elven blood on your hands.
That's true.
Blood of the elves of the Moulderwood.
Interesting. I do regret the events, but Eldane was not an honorable man.
I regret the events of the Moulderwood.
But
I did not wish those elves' deaths.
yeah,
Yet they left me no choice.
true. They attacked me.
What choice would you give a murderer who invaded your home?
I didn't do shit.
You know I envy you. To see the world solely as black or white, it must simplify things so. Enough. I've heard all I wish to hear.
But I haven't. Did you fall on your heed, elf, eh? If
If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to idiots that may hear, damn it. Mahakam is and will be neutral.
You cannot be neutral. To Dwan, you are either their foe or their dog.
Oh.
Mahakam has stood aside sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart, as a call to battle. A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from the world too long.
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play at war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead.
Oh?
Good riddance, I say. Gan kill, gan die if you fancy. But God's damn it, leave us alone. Yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you want, innit? To die? To die a stupid death? Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3 centuries, and you just might grow a brain.
Damn, Hoog.
Bruva Hoog gazed after the shackled elf as she was led away. Neve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her. But the dwarf stood silent, and his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the crumbled bridge span.
Sad, sad dwarf.
Look, Mount Carbon.
Damn. And I thought Novigrad was big.
Wow. Wipe your feet, comb your beard, but foreign garb bring not in here. Carbon's hearts, can ye hear the throb? You're a dwarf, damn it, not a slob. I like it.
The Lyrians stepped inside Mount Carbon's bowels. Neve rode while looking upwards, admiring the intricately carved ceiling, gilded walls, monumental bas-reliefs carved from basalt. Yet this was no time to admire the sights. Bruva Hoog had summoned her to speak.
I thank you for your invitation, Elder.
My invitation? Choice term, lass. You wangled your way in here. Long I've lived, but ne'er have I seen a wench so stubborn.
Thank you.
With all due respect, do you not feel like a pot conversing with a kettle?
Get him.
True enough. Changes of mind didn't come easy to me, but they do come at times. Human wars concern me not at all. For so many they are, who could count them? A year goes by without one wanking king invading another's realm. A dog with scabies is less restless.
Wow.
That's why
valid.
This morning I aimed to send you off with nothing. Mattered not what the clans were saying. Rivia, Schmivia, who gives a sheep's fart? But that was this morn, before that daft wench and her pups attacked.
Oh.
Nilfgaard supports the Scoia'tael, it's common knowledge. Nilfgaard uses them. Well, I'm nae worse, and I choose to use Queen Meve.
Oh. Interesting, because I don't want to be a tool to be used, but also, what the hell's your plan?
So what use would you make of me, if I might ask?
Yeah.
You've a plan?
Aye, the kind dwarves like best. Simple, but sneaky. Like to give Nilfgaard a warning, you ken?
If you're going to rile my dwarves, throw them into the Scoia'tael ranks. You'll regret it, eh? But I'd like to issue the warning without declaring war. All clear to you so far?
Yeah.
So, when you march out of Mahakam, you'll find a company of our foot dwarves waiting out with the gate. Officially, volunteers enlisting with you against my will.
But...
And you're to put them at the fore next time you face Nilfgaard. Want the Blackclads to break their teeth on our bucklers, get a taste of our axe blades. After that, dare say they'll think twice before they send more Scoia'tael into these hells.
I do not... Thank you, Elder. You restore my hope that I shall have my home back in the end.
Candid like, I dinna share your faith. I've watched you. You're naive. Let ire take you. Meddle in matters near your own. Disrespect our custom. But you win or nay, it's all the same to me.
Then I hope that I shall at least surprise you.
Honestly,
I like it.
Doubt that. So you'll only get the bare minimum recruits to make the Imperials take note. And nae a dwarf more.
I'll take whatever you throw at me, dog. Volunteer Corps. Mahakam Manglers. Mahakam Shield Bearer.
And for that I am grateful. But now, I would like to march at once. So by your leave...
Go, rides! Now if you can. Quicker you get out of our mount, the better.
Without waiting for Meave's reply, Groover turned his back to her. The Queen left without saying a word. There were few choice ones burned on her lips. Meave was on her way back to her company when who should step in front of her if not Gabor?
Gabor.
To what do I owe this pleasure? Do the Zigrins wish to use me once more? Accomplish aught else with my aid?
Could be, but if so, take none of my concern.
Oh.
Why's that?
For I've resolved to leave Mahakam for all time.
Oh.
And where will you go?
Then again, wherever you lead me.
I beg your pardon.
Your Grace, Meave, I betrayed your trust, tricked you outright. In spite of that, you kept my confidence, risking everything. To say I'm grateful is just a wee understatement. I'm indebted to you, deeply so. Please let me pay it off. Let me fight at your side, head to hip with you.
I mean, why not? Like, why not, you know? Keep the Gabor card. The Gabor card is good.
Gabor, vindictive I am not.
Oh, thank you, Meave.
Yet neither am I stupid. You may join our ranks, I agree. Yet trick me once more, in the tiniest manner, and I shall show you no mercy. Is that clear?
Chastened, Gabor merely nodded to confirm. Meave extended her hand for the dwarf to kiss as a sign of submission. Yet he simply wrapped his arms around her waist and squeezed.
You always happen to feel?
The Lyrians were ready to leave Mahakar when they heard the sonorous blast of a commander's horn announcing the arrival of Bruver Hoog.
Oh, what does he want now?
When she saw a sour grin on his face, Meave knew the tidings were not good.
Uh-oh.
But what she heard next exceeded her wildest expectations.
Come to say farewell? No need, truly.
Came 'cause I got a burning question. Meave, you expecting anyone?
No.
How's that?
Runner says a delegation's arrived at Carmen. Freylyria and Rivia got a Nilfgaardian escort.
Oh?
How dare they? Traitors. Who leads it?
You best sit.
Who leads the delegation?
My son?
It's your son.
Of course.
Willem, I fear.
Willem.
Mahakam remains neutral as regards all your squabbles. I trust I needn't remind you.
Yes.
So I'll have no
Bruver Hoog, I gotcha.
shoving and certainly no bloodshed. Point of fact, I'd prefer it if you...
I wish to speak to him.
I'd forbid you, but, as I said, never seen a more stubborn wench. Alrighty then, jabber away with him. Just remember, hands to yourself.
Neve spotted banners, a Lyrian eagle upon one surrounded by Nilfgaard's black rags. Her hands became fists, showing how helpless she felt. Then her son and rival, Willem, emerged from behind a row of Imperial footmen.
My. I should apologize. It seems I missed the coronation. Congratulations, my son. Who was it who placed the crown? General Ebdahi?
Count Caldwell.
Of course. The little shit.
Our elder statesman. Why have you come here of all places? To acquire arms for Nilfgaard?
As my official mission, yes. Yet unofficially, I wish to speak with you.
Of course.
I trust you've had tidings from the field. Edirn turned to ash and dust.
I was there.
Murdered Redania in chaos. Foltest forced to strike a pact by his vassals betrayed. Henselt the same.
This limerick, will it come to a point?
Why, yes. To the same as this war. Mother, I beg you, you must see it. Nilfgaard's victory is inevitable. Surrender now.
Only if we keep giving up, man. Only if you keep rolling over.
Later, it'll be too late.
There will be no later. We shall repel them, drive them south at the points of our pikes.
This we, Mother. Who precisely do you mean? You stand alone.
No. Oh. I don't want to let him know I have allies. I'm just going to say better to stand alone than with Nilfgaard.
I prefer to stand alone over standing with Nilfgaard, with the invader, as you do.
Mother, in declaring for the Empire, I saved the lives of thousands of our subjects.
No.
And in so doing, our honor lost.
Folk who had their huts burned down care deeply about our honor. Is that truly your belief? When I was crowned, a fact you deride, though that makes it no less true, I swore the good of my subjects would guide me. And a war we are doomed to lose.
You gotta get rid of Caldwell, my man.
And slavery can. You know well the Blackclads put peasants in chains, like cattle.
Reprehensible, I agree, but...
And resettlement? Forced labor? Cruel laws that make death the punishment for the slightest offenses? Are those benefits? Well, answer me!
Ooh.
I see I will not sway you, Mother. A shame, though I take comfort in the fact I tried. And now, it's you.
Oh no, I, not you, will decide when this conversation is over.
Ooh.
Oh, have we anything else to discuss?
Apparently.
Naturally. How did you know you would find me here?
I received Nilfgaardian reports to the effect that you've been seen in the pass.
Oh, roses are red and so are your cheeks, my son. As ever when you're caught in a lie. Lyria is 2 weeks' travel hence. Had you received word only once I was here, we'd have been long gone from Mahakam by the time you assembled a force and completed the march.
Get him, Eve. He sucks.
No. You were forewarned of our intended route. It means I've a traitor in my ranks. Another one.
Another one.
Get out of my sight, then. And pray we only ever face one another on neutral ground.
Neve struggled inside not to turn and gaze once more at her son. He'd changed since they'd last faced each other, grown manlier, and he wore the crown well.
He's trying.
Returned to her company. Her
I don't like it.
Shot her questioning glances, curious what she had discussed with Bruva. But Neve decided to keep the details to herself.
Secrets.
One of them wore a Nilfgaardian lead around his neck. Until she knew who, she would have to remain vigilant.
Oh, yeah.
Time to march on. But in which direction?
I've thought on it, Your Grace. We've strength enough to hit the foe, but still not the numbers to face him in open battle.
So what do you propose?
So, yeah. Where are we going, bud?
This war we cannot win alone, nor even with the dwarves at our side. But if we secure a victory, small yet symbolic, we shall show the other realms of the north all is not yet lost. Thus, I propose we attack behind the front lines, somewhere well clear of any major Imperial force.
Where would you suggest?
I'm considering Angren. To begin with, a thickly wooded marshy land, always helpful in clandestine operations. Secondly, the land's strategically important, as it's the chief source of building material for Nilfgaard's fleets.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
All too little, I fear. Since we require a victory that would be symbolic, we must strike where it shall hurt. And Angren...
Just recently welcomed a new regent, in the person of Count Caldwell. My third argument.
Ooh.
Naturally, if your majesty wishes, I'm prepared to present alternatives to this.
No need. We march at dawn.
We're gonna go kick Caldwell's ass.
Cajoled, persuaded, and gained the dwarves' support. She left Mahakam strengthened, markedly. Even so, the queen was in a foul mood.
Yeah, that's fair.
For it was clear a traitor.
Howdy, 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 mighty
nested among
muppets!
Valyrians. Someone who had conveyed the queen's plans to her.
I'm gonna kick him!
This moment on,
we're gonna totally kick him.
Your Grace, we must put our course forward. Shall we take the western passage into Angren, or...
Not now. When then? Dawn approaches, and we know nothing of where.
I will not repeat myself.
The queen knew she would learn the traitor's identity in the end. If need be, she would tear the name from the throat of another turncoat, Count Caldwell.
Welcome on in.
Meve drooled at the prospect of seeing Caldwell in chains, then passing him to the hangman.
We're gonna kill this man.
Saddle the horses.
For a multitude of reasons, we're gonna kill this man.
The time for diplomacy, for preparations and negotiations had gone. Meve was to attack her foe at last, and she could not wait to do so.
Put him in the Shadow Realm! Oh, I'm gonna put him right in the Shadow Realm. Don't you even worry. I think this is now Chapter 4?
At long last, Meve's force reached Angren's marshy woods. Ever been? No. Count yourselves lucky.
Oh, it's gross here?
We haven't lost our way.
Alas, here there is no way. We continue south, that's all.
South, meaning the bottom.
Should you ever venture there, I offer you this advice. Do your utmost to make no noise. Poor soul. His comrades cried out, reached out, but alas, amidst frothing waters, they heard bones cracking, the moan of metal bent and crushed.
Oh, that guy got taken to the Shadow Realm. Unfortunately.
Rather not know, personally.
Hold your positions. Arms at the ready.
It was a glusty war.
Oh.
One of many the Lyrians
A glusty
would
warp, of
encounter
course.
along their path.
Silly me.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At last, Meve and her force stood upon the Yaruga's bank. To find and punish the traitor Caldwell, they would have to cross the river. Yet the sole bridge nearby was in Nilfgaard's hands.
Okay.
Your Majesty, some new reports require your attention.
Of course they do. Partially under Nilfgaardian control, Count Caldwell rules Angren on behalf of Emperor. Ran small divisions of Tulsa Castle. Meve, remember the volunteers from Mahakam aren't to go without victuals, brevies, or brawls. Don't be stingy, I'm paying. Make sure they don't chum around with your other troops more than the absolute minimum. Keep them segregated. I don't want any of your idiotic human fashions depraving my decent dwarves and infecting the mountains when they get back. P.S. If you fight the Blackclads with the same mule-headedness you showed me, they're in for a solid beating. Don't give up. What we got here? Move 6 random enemies to the other row and damage them by 2. Now that's a card I want. I think more so than that. And now I'm at 203. Oh, because this is This is more now. Whoopsie. Let's take out a cavalry. We'll resolve that. What else is... Oh yeah, wait, I have those guys. I have the dwarven recruits now. What do we got? There's 2. There's 3. Set a unit's power equal to Mahakam's shield bearer's power. Charges 2. That's a pretty good one. Volunteer corps is more of 2 units of the same power to the other row on their side. And the last one is Mahakam Mangler, damage enemy, and all other enemies with the same power by 2. That's an order. Gonna have to mess with those a little. Hey, everybody's got something to say, it seems. I'm gonna look at the map real quick, just see where we're at. What we have in store. Okay. So let's see, path. Go around this way. Then here. Then past this. 4, 5. It's like 6 little sections, and I guess that's where we go out. Alright. Well, we are going to call it there for today. I don't want to start this chapter just yet, because it seems like a long one. So we'll wrap it up there with the conclusion of chapter 3. We'll start up with chapter 4 the next time. Maybe tomorrow night, definitely Monday, so tune in for that. Grab an apple! I'm sorry. I'm so country sorry. We are going to raid out, so stay tuned for that on the Twitch side of things. Hey, if you're having a good time, if you're chilling, and you want to drop a little follow on the Twitch side or a little subscription on the YouTube side, I'd greatly appreciate it. Remember, next week on the 8th, Saturday, we will... Grab an apple! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Noodle crew, my friend. Appreciate you. We will be doing a little 3 years affiliate anniversary only on Twitch, so if you're on the YouTube side of things, come on over to the Twitch side for some Lockdown Protocol, Game Duel, Lego Building, Trombone Champ, possibly. We got some things in store, so tune in. That'll be 10 a.m. on Saturday the 8th. I hope to see you all around. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. We are going to raid out, like I said, so stay tuned over on the Twitch side of things. And I appreciate you all spending a little bit of your day here with me. It means a lot. Everyone's got busy lives, got stuff they're doing. So thank you for hanging, for chatting, for chilling. And until next time, have a good one. Bye!
Hey, nice. Nice one. Hey, nice.